Hey there, Hobby Warriors. It's Bernard with JTS Wargaming, and I have got another special treat for you. So, today we're going to be unboxing probably my favorite wargaming product of the year, if not the past decade, maybe even my entire life. Today we have got Deadpool and Bob, Agents of Hydra, and let's not forget the infamous taco truck. Deadpool, hands down, my favorite all-time Marvel character ever. The background, the comics, the movies, absolutely hilarious and over the top. The miniature is no different, with him riding his missile. And now we're going to crack this open and see what's inside. So, just like the rest of the minis, the X-Force minis from this release wave, we were teased Christmas of 2020. They were supposed to be out beginning of Q2 2021, and thanks to the pandemic and shipping problems coming out of China, everything was delayed. But it was released this past week, was able to get it in hand, and now I'm going to share it with all of you guys. So as we can see here on the back of the box, you get Deadpool, Bob, you get the taco truck, you get alternative heads, 2 for Bob, and it looks like you get 3 for Deadpool. Looks like the missile that he's riding, you can either have it with the comic book wording or without. Which is cool. That's actually probably the one part of this sculpt that I'm not a fan of. Very, very cool. I'm glad that they included it in the box for the people who want it. But for me, that's just a little bit too much. I am hoping that his foot is not connected to the missile. I had an idea for a possible conversion of maybe like 3D printing like a crate or a rock, giant like boulder on the base, and then pinning him to that, so that he's, not riding a missile. I guess it's okay if you include Bob in your army because Bob has the missile launcher that fired the missile. But I don't necessarily know that I always want to run Deadpool with Bob, and having an option of Deadpool just on his own without the missile sounds appealing. Although again, with the magic of 3D printing, you'll hear me talk about a lot, I can just print, another version of Deadpool, stick him on an extra base. So let's just get in here. That's enough blabbering on from me. Just go ahead and crack this open. Now, this is not the first time that we've seen Atomic Mass Games include scenery in a release. They did this with Thanos as well. Oh god, look at that giant bag of plastic. Now, most of that's going to be the taco truck. And we've got our pack of cards and our little read first manual. Go ahead and set that box aside. Let's take a look at this. Alright, so you'll hear me talk about with their releases a lot of the times you have to deal with super small, super finicky parts that are really easy to lose. And it looks like they've started trying to fix this. A lot of these look like fairly large parts, maybe with the exception of his sidearm. that, you know, these big sausage fingers should be able to hold. In their old sculpts, I would have totally expected these sword scabbards to be individual with a super tiny connection point. Super glad that that's all one piece. It's easy to hold, and it's actually got a pretty nice socket system, it looks like, for that to go into. Yeah, so Deadpool looks like he's going to go together fairly easy. Oh, Bob, exact same way. Very large pieces for the body. Arms and legs are a good size. Got the alternate head option. Look, try to get that in focus for you guys. Sorry. It's going to be super easy to go together. And even this taco truck, super easy to build. That's awesome. I love these, you know, injection molded plastic scenery kits. They go together super well. Really crisp details, super easy to paint. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. Unfortunately, I am going to do the miniatures last, so you guys will just have to bear with me. So we've got some tokens. And we got these character cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bob first. Then over on his flip side, God, I love some of the names of these abilities. But how? Muy caliente. Excessive violence. That's Bob. And we've got the man, the myth, the legend. That is Deadpool. Go ahead and get that centered for you guys. And then over on the flip side, and I know I say it in all of my MCP unboxing videos, but if anyone has tips on how to protect your character cards, if you happen to find card sleeves or lamination pouches that are that perfect size, let me know in the comments below. I'm still trying to hunt down the perfect solution to protect those. But then we've got these 3 action cards. Chimichangas, pretty sneaky, and Yoink. Again, loving the artwork on these. Absolutely amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and put these up, and then we'll go ahead and crack open the plastic. Alright, plastic time, guys. Got the bases. So it looks like Deadpool and Bob are both going to be on the smaller bases. Yep, I'm not seeing any large. So it looks like Bob is actually just 1 sprue. Very simple and easy to put together. Got a crate, makes for some nice scenic basing. Deadpool is also just 1 sprue. Straight in from the camera. Sorry, guys. Very nice and easy to put together. And it looks like with the foot, it attaches with a small little pen. Can you guys see that? Right? Yep. There. Sorry, as I'm pointing this out to you guys, I'm watching this on a monitor, which is off to my side, and all of my hand motions are reversed. So it's taken me some time to get used to doing this on camera, but we'll get there. So yeah, so there goes Deadpool. This is part of the taco truck. Looks like mainly the undercarriage. You got the wheels and the axles. Oh. Then it looks like some more of the undercarriage. The bottom of the truck. There goes the muffler. It looks like the top, front, and the back. And then we got the sides. And look at that detail. Super easy to paint. Got this awesome iconography on the sides. It's gonna look real nice once it's painted up. Alright, so let me go ahead and put all the characters and the truck together, and then I will be right back after the break and show you how everything looks when it's built. Be right back. Alright, Hobby Warriors, we are back. I have got the models assembled. Let's start with the taco truck, which this went together super easily. Just look at all of that detail. This will be super fun and easy to paint up. The sprues that these came with, or that these parts came on rather, you actually get a ton of little chimichangas and soda cups and some food trays, which were actually a really cool detail that you could actually, on this counter that they have right here, you could, you know, model some trays or some chimichangas or something, or if you wanted to put like spilled food trays on the characters' bases. I thought that was a really cool inclusion. Next up though, we have Deadpool, which, let's get it close there so you guys can see all that detail. This is an absolutely wonderful sculpt. And one thing that I was incredibly pleased when I was putting him together was he actually came with two right leg options. So this one is for more of a action oriented pose, which I appreciated, instead of the one where his right leg was like further back. And then he also actually came with 4 heads, which was completely, you know, they didn't have to do that. It was a very nice addition. And then pairing the different heads with the different legs actually gave you a different sort of action-oriented pose. So I was actually able to get to a pose that I was relatively happy with him leaping off of this potentially accidentally fired missile, springing into action, ready to attack somebody. Now, one thing that was a little bit of a problem with my kit, I don't know if you, sorry, get that centered. If you could see, there's a small chip in the katana blade where it was attached to the sprue. And this plastic's pretty sturdy, but I am worried about that snapping off if something brushes up against it. So I may try and reinforce that blade with a little bit of putty. But other than that, went together perfectly fine. And then last up, we've got Bob, Agents of Chaos, or sorry, Hydra. Wrong game system. He really was not that customizable. You just had one head swap. But like I said, again, the sprues for the truck came with a ton of chimichangas and soda cups and food trays that if you wanted, you could litter all over his base, which given how comedic his character is, that might actually be pretty fun and funny to do. Alright, so that's everything that was included in the box. I want to say thank you guys for sticking it out to the end of the video. Hopefully this will help people who, weren't able to get their hands on the product just yet and, wanted to see what was in the box and what they can expect and make an informed decision on whether or not if they want it. So thank you. Please remember to, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're new, trying to get our subscriber count up, so by all means, if this was helpful and you enjoyed the content, please share it with a friend. You can also support the channel. We've got a merch store on Etsy, link down in the description. So go ahead and check that out. Alright, until next time, this is Bernard, and have a good one.